I'd like to introduce four writers who emphasize the awareness of time. They are William Wordsworth, Lord Byron, Emily Dickinson, and Rosalie Castro. William Wordsworth and Lord Byron are from Unit 2, and Emily Dickinson and Rosalie Castro are from Unit 3. I'd like to start with William Wordsworth. In his poem, Lawrence composed a few mails about Tintin Abbey. He used this abbey as a mark of time and expressed the idea of time flies, beginning with the first sentence. 5 years have passed, 5 summers, with the length of 5 long winters, and again I hear these waters rolling from their mountain spring. He's talking about his going back to visit a place that he already visited 5 years ago. Also in line 10 here, under this dark sky morning, he's framing time here. In line 64, this paragraph emphasized the idea of time here. He thought about the past when he came here, thought about the internal idea of nature, and thinks about the present and future years. Also, I came among these hills. It means the hills remain the same. He used the hills as a measurement of his own life to reflect how time moves along. He used something that's more absolutely to measure and frame this reference of life, and so he can contemplate things in a greater sense. Then we move to Lord Byron. He has the awareness of the passage of life in some of his poems. For example, again deceived, again betrayed. We can say in line 5, well, dearly was a lesson both, the present and the past. What love some 20 times has taught, we needs must learn at least. He used 20 times to show the main idea that love is not logical. You just go over and start over and being emotional. Also, we can take a look at his famous love poem, When We Two Parted. Here, time also plays an important role, such as in the last paragraph. If I should meet there after long years, how should I greet there with silence and tears? And then we move to an American author, Emily Dickinson, who also emphasized the awareness of passage of time. For example, in his poem 341. You can read those two paragraphs. It's a whole idea of time and questioning what are we here for, what's going on to the next. It represents the loss of time and face death not only scare but also a natural process. Also in his poem 312. Because I could not stop for death, the candle stopped for me. The carriage held but just ourselves and immortality. His emphasized the relative of time and questioning, is it a process of passing to the next world or to no world, or something beyond death, or just death internal? At the last one I'd like to talk about is Rosalie Castro, who used the seasons as a measurement of time to express time and mortality. In his poem, The Feet of Spring Are on the Stairs, he talked about the cycles of the seasons, its time traceable and measured by the seasons. At first, we can see this line. The feet of spring are on the stairs. Her breath is sweet and warm and rare. We know at first the spring is the first season after winter, therefore everything is new and positive. And in her last sentence, yesterday but today arose until at summer masters spring. She means seasons go around. Even though she didn't mention winter, she's talking about the passage of time.